Should the Jets have drafted a quarterback in the 2025 NFL draft class? That was a question that was circulating after Jordan Travis's retirement. Well, thanks to Rich Cimini, whose his column that day was like the Jets missed out on an opportunity to add a developmental quarterback because they had a roster spot open for one. And the first thing I would say is like they picked up Brady Cook. Now, I don't think Brady Cook is going to be great, or even like, look, if he turns out into a backup, that'll be awesome for him. But to me, it's like, okay, just pretend Brady Cook was taken in the 7th round. There you go. If it's keeping anyone up at night, they drafted their developmental quarterback. Now, I was surprised to see some guys like Will Howard and Kyle McCord go to I think the 6th round they both went to. So I would have been definitely cool with the Jets taking one of those guys when it gets that late in the draft and it's a flyer. Not 3rd round is not a flyer, 4th round is not a flyer. 6th round, okay, that's a flyer, because every position in the 6th round has such a low hit rate. You might as well try one that has a really high return on investment, and even if those guys become backups again, it would be worth it. But the implication there that like the Jets were blindsided by Jordan Travis's retirement, I mean, come on, let's have some common sense. The medicals were rough for a while. There was multiple setbacks last year. His agent's putting out a statement saying the team is messing up his rehab. Once we got that statement in, what was it, like February? I mean, you knew that he was probably not long for the team. So Jordan Travis is not factoring into their draft plans. It doesn't change really much for me. And Brady Cook having a 1% chance of turning into a franchise quarterback versus a guy taken in the 6th round having a 2% chance to work out. All right, whatever. Not that big of a difference to me. And look, what's being left out of this is I want the Jets to, we're doing the Justin Fields thing, whatever percent chance you think that has of working out, he is kind of their project QB. So, like, just put everything you have into Justin Fields. Because the Jets, they're, like, I don't know, man. It's just, a lot of things are done half-assed. So, let's whole ass Justin Fields for 17 games, for better or worse. You got him a right tackle. You got him a tight end. Okay, cool. You got him a receiver. You got 3 offensive picks in your first 4 picks, right? Those are 3 of your first 4 picks were to help Justin Fields. Maybe it wasn't the order you wanted or the names you wanted, but that was obviously a priority, and it's probably the best offensive line he's ever had. If Tanner Engstrand is a mid OC, that'll be the best offensive coordinator he's ever had. The passing weapons are not very good outside of Garrett Wilson, is what it is. But I don't think, given health, I don't think that the personnel is going to be a massive limiting factor to Fields, because if the coaching is up to snuff, you have an offensive line, you have coaching, you have a wide receiver 1, like those are enough things to where you're going to kind of see what Justin Fields has. Now, it's not a quarterback proof system like you go to San Francisco and everyone looks good, but it's also not QB hell like Sam Darnold experienced, or even Zach Wilson in 20. Like Zach Wilson would have killed for even the offensive line that we had last year, to be honest. And this one next year should be better. So that's the way I see it. Like Justin Fields or bust with this year. Brady Cook simmering in the background. QB3, whatever, fine. And then if Justin Fields doesn't work out, then you're probably picking kind of high, because if Fields is struggling mightily, this roster isn't super talented to overcome that. We saw that last year. They won 5 games, right? And you could argue that their roster is less talented. So if Justin Fields is not playing well, to where the Jets are going to move on from him, they're probably going to have not a very good record, and they're probably going to draft a quarterback next year. I think that's kind of the way that they're planning. And if you look at all the teams in our conference that are relevant, they're relevant because they drafted and developed a quarterback taken in the 1st round. The mid-round and Kurt Warner worked at a grocery store, like it's becoming less and less common into the modern NFL era, where like these quarterbacks who are good are top 50 picks, almost all of them. With Brock Purdy, before him it was like Dak Prescott, who was drafted in 2015, and then nothing else, all 1st round or a couple early 2nd round picks. So the Jets are just going to have to either have it click with Justin Fields or draft the guy next year. I'm not really losing sleep over the day 3 guy they could have gotten. Although, to be truly honest, I would have been fired up if they got Kyle McCord late in the draft. So, see how it works for him. I think he went to Philly, which, of course. But we'll talk about soon.